tonight on Pure Country Reacts. Subscribers have spoken and they want more Karens. So we're going to give you more Karens. Let's get into the craziness.
Stop it.
No.
Are you guys leaving?
Get off my car.
I've seen this one. She was... I don't understand what she was doing.
Get off of her car.
Move on up, Krista.
Krista, don't move up.
What are we doing?
You're sitting on her car.
I'm not sitting on her car. I'm leaning
You're
on
leaning
it.
against her car. You shouldn't be touching her
Krista,
car.
Lock open right there. You really hate your life, don't you? To be hating
No, I
on
love
us.
my life, and I have my brand new grandbaby in there who we're trying to take.
Oh, good.
Okay, get your grandbaby then.
Spot's right here.
Can you get off her car?
Ma'am,
Yes, you are.
Oh, so she's trying to block them from getting to that
Get
parking
off her
spot. I
car.
don't understand this. You crazy women. Okay, I understand needing to be parked closer to whatever, but come on. People get knocked out for less than this, and I definitely would just ride around. I mean, because nobody's better than nobody else. I mean, come on. I don't care if you got a new grandbaby.
I would have ran her over.
I would move. I mean, really, I would move, and I'm say, okay, you know, you're going to stay here. I'm going to drive my car. So she's trying to keep somebody else. I'm assuming from the parking spot. Let's see if I'm right.
your right spot.
Get off her car.
Please back up, Krista. This is your right spot.
There's 2 spots. Get in your damn car. Don't sit on her car.
Trying to figure out.
So she actually was trying to keep them from getting in that
She
parking
was,
spot.
and that's so crazy. I mean, there was going to be 2 there.
There was 2 of them.
But even if there would have been 1, why did you take precedent over somebody who was possibly already sitting there waiting? I mean,
They were already waiting, apparently.
I don't know. Some of these people have gone loco in the cabeza, and I think COVID is what just made it peak, fester, and rupture with all the horribleness of some of these older age women. Hey, she might be my age, because you know what? I'm not ashamed of my age. I'm about to be 53.
You're going to be 53 this
I'm
year.
going to be 53 this year. I don't act like this. You know,
I don't understand how unhappy you have to be in order to behave this
and
way.
to act like you have more precedent than someone else, that you're more special than someone. I don't get this, people. Get over yourselves.
I mean, the thing is there was 2 of them right there. So even if
Exactly.
you didn't have to ride around, you could have waited for them to get in the spot, and then there was the one right next to it. It's
I
very
don't
close.
get it. I don't get it. This nastiness.
And they're angry for whatever reason.
All the cops about.
Okay? They can't feed their
It
families.
doesn't matter. He's out
It
here.
does matter.
He's out here
I
trying to
don't want
make a
him in my
living.
neighborhood. You go to Indian Wells, you don't see lawlessness.
It doesn't matter. Then
It
call
does
the
matter.
cops.
It brings
Have
down
them-
quality of life.
You're not a police officer. You're not a police officer.
Excuse me, I'm a
You let-
citizen.
you
I
let
have
the
a right
police
to
officers-
speak.
You
I
let
have
the
a
police
right to
officers
speak.
deal with that.
So let
Cops
the
are coming.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
let the cops.
The cops are coming.
You need
Let
to stop
them come
harassing
then.
this man. That's harassing.
I'm-
What are these
Harassing.
people doing that involves the cops?
I think the guy may be begging on the street corner or something. I'm not really sure. But if you look at her dress here, she obviously thinks she's better. I don't think he's really creating a nuisance or anything. I'm not really sure what the problem is. Let's see.
Harassing him.
Not harassing.
Karen,
Harassing him.
Karen.
This is our property.
Stop
He's
harassing
not on
him.
your property. He's on the
You live in
sidewalk.
India, Karen.
Poor guy.
No, I'm not moving it. What? You're calling the police because I took your spot? Okay.
I think that's another thing too, and it's really sort of annoying to me. And maybe it's because I have a child. She's not really a child anymore. She's 19. But my idea is, okay, sometimes the teenagers do have major attitude, but the thing is just because you're older doesn't mean you're always right. And unless that parking spot has your name on it, or it says reserved, which is usually something like that, reserved and maybe a number, why are you trying to bully obviously a teenager or a younger person. It's like an authoritative thing, and it's really not necessary, because if it said reserved, I'm sure she would looked up and maybe said, okay, it does say reserved, I apologize, let me move. But
This is why I don't like the idea of respect your elders and everything, because some people take it to the extreme.
They really
and
do.
they try to bully you and press you, and I wouldn't respect anyone who behaves
And
that
I
way.
would have to behave like the redneck that I can be, because I do live in the South and I can get very redneck really, really quick. It really takes me a lot to get there. But if she was trying to park somewhere in a parking lot, there's nobody in it, she pulls up and somebody says, oh, you're in my spot, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm coming and I'm going to be arrested, because, yeah, I would rock the orange. I have no problem with it.
I can't take a parking spot.
Girl, go
Why
on
don't you
past
park in a
him.
handicap spot. This is not a handicap spot.
Exactly. Oh, Lord.
Okay, there is a spot literally right there. Park in the spot right next to it. Tell me to shut up again. Tell me to shut up again.
These people kill me.
And that's abusive of the cops. What's the
It really
cops gonna
is.
do? She's doing things lawfully.
Oh, Lord.
What in the hell?
At the McDonald's.
What did he do, supposedly? You don't own the place, so he doesn't have to
Lawsy
get out.
mercy, you know, I've always worried. Me and her, we don't get out a whole lot
I have anxiety, people.
for
This purpose.
this kind of stuff. I mean, this is a scary situation, and I know sometimes it's lots of words, it's hate, it's anger,
Well,
it's whatever.
Mm.
The thing is people have gotten more violent today, and really nobody wants to stop it.
Right. People don't want to step in. But the thing is these types of situations can escalate quickly, and you don't know what kind of person is crazy enough to shoot you or stab you or run you over in the parking lot with their car. I mean, you don't really know about some of these people, and I don't even think this is even a mental health thing. This is
She's just an angry person.
yeah, this is all of this stuff transpired after the fact that everybody in the world got locked down for as long as they did, and this animal inside of people raged up, and everybody now thinks that they are more important than somebody else. I don't understand where common decency went. I don't understand it. We can be nice to each other. We can wait in orderly lines. We can stand 6 feet apart. We can do whatever we want to without being ugly to other people. Like I said before, we don't know what these other people are going through. Why be ugly over, heck, is this going to be a Happy Meal? Yeah. Is this going to be for dipping sauce? I mean, heck, fast food workers are getting shot because orders are getting wrong. I mean, come on. This is crazy.
Okay, can you workers throw the woman out? And say, so you walk up to somebody and randomly just say you're
Okay, so you don't know how to drive, and let me just throw in there that you're ugly. Okay, just saying. Does she have a mirror? Because she's not the prettiest thing in the world. And let me tell you what makes her ugly? That attitude.
And the thing
okay?
is, she's talking to a teenager.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, because you can sort of see the reflection here. Pennsylvania, it looks like. I think it's, heck, who knows?
But she's younger, and she's
young.
She's still
and it's people
inexperienced.
trying to intimidate. Okay, number one, don't be calling people ugly if you're dressed like this and your hair looks like this. Don't be calling people ugly.
What's the spray we were planning on getting possibly if somebody was to come up to our car like that?
Oh yes. Now this went back to, and I'll go off on this just really, really quickly. When a lot of the protests and BLM stuff was going on back during lockdown, there were several cities and things where people were blocking roads and stuff, and they were actually getting on people's cars, and some places they would pull people out of their cars and break their glass and stuff. And I found this to be a good idea, and it would only be for
People like this.
need kind of purposes, just for that need, not for all the time. Wasp spray. And I'll tell you why. Okay, I've never had to do it because actually I always keep forgetting to buy it, but I keep thinking I need to do this. Probably not be the best place to stay maybe during the summer, but I would definitely maybe carry it back and forth, especially if you don't have a concealed carry weapon, a license, or anything like that. Instead of killing a person, you don't really have to get out of your car. You can crack your window and you can spray the wasp spray, and it goes a really long way. Wasp spray. Seriously. I mean, you could look at it like it's mace or something. You know, pepper spray. It goes a long way.
And it'd be useful for people like this. Especially if
Yeah.
you want to get on your car and try and intimidate.
Or if they don't want to move away from your car.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Bye.
Sheesh. Look.
This is going right to the leasing office. This is going right to the
Other
leasing
video,
office.
remember?
And honestly, if you think about it,
We got a wild Karen.
you know you can actually call police for harassment.
Yeah.
Because this is harassment.
What is she? I mean, I don't understand what they're doing, and what is she doing?
They were just skateboarding, and she's trying to stop.
Okay, well, it's illegal to take pictures of people that they don't have your permission. So, good to know. Do you want to delete it now, or do you want me to talk to someone about pursuing something?
Okay. From my understanding, and I don't really know, when you make a video, I know you can blur out people's faces. I still have not learned to do that. I know you can do it when you're actually editing on YouTube. The editing program or site that I go to doesn't have a blur. But if you're out in public, unless they're recording just you, I don't think you really have to get their permission. I don't know if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. But I think the thing a lot of times is people get caught doing very rude things.
And people do that now.
And people record them, so then it turns into, I did not give you permission to record me. I'm sorry, I'll be like, hey, you know what, you're acting rude. I've got it for
But I mean, I didn't give you permission.
proof.
I didn't give you permission to be rude to me. So I mean,
Exactly, and that's the thing. You see, it's an adult lady, an older lady. Obviously, not. I'm not like senior old, but she's obviously older, talking to young girls because why? They think that they can bully them. Now, I'm not for teenagers and young adults being rude just for the funniness of being rude, but when people come up,
these two are just minding their own business.
right? When people come up and just start being aggressive, I would have to walk away. I'm not even going to listen to you. I'm not going to give you my time, especially if I'm out public, because I don't like to go out a lot, so I'm doing something, so get away from me. I don't deal with people. I don't play well with others anymore.
you said that.
I'm sorry.
It's illegal what you just did.
It's illegal. Is that why?
Disagree if you want. Okay,
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go do
Oh,
that.
I'm not calling you. You can tell them what I look like myself.
Yeah, they can see it on their cameras in the stores.
So I'll just get a picture of you. Very nice. And I will go send that
Me.
to security.
That'd be me.
Shortly. Please step away from me. Please.
I'm waiting on the manager.
Okay, well, you can wait on the manager over there.
No, actually, I can't. You're recording me.
Yes,
and you clearly
and I
said
need
that.
you to step away from me.
I'm a paying customer. I'm sorry, you're not. I have no idea what ho means or whore means.
What?
Don't talk to me. Oh, it must be. That's okay. You're already on the phone with law enforcement. The manager of Alta is calling law enforcement over here concerning the two of you, and you will not be leaving the store until they get here.
Oh my god.
I need some
understand what
backstory.
you're doing. Thank you for doing that concerning these two customers that are basically psycho stalking my neighborhood.
What? Yeah.
They're stalking the neighborhood.
Yeah, you're in a store.
But you're in Ulta.
Just
Obviously, you want to go with hate crime, and you called me racist, didn't you?
Well, you wanted to refer
I need
my
some
mom.
backstory.
In here. I'm sorry.
I'm with Lexi. A lot of times we don't get some of the, what is it we call it?
the before
Well, yeah, it's the other thing we called it. I need some.
backstory.
Yeah, we need a little backstory here. What happened before you whooped out the phone? Backstory usually helps. It's not going to be in this video, obviously, but I don't know what this woman's talking about. They're stalking her neighborhood, but she's at Ulta.
Right. This is stuff we see on Twitter. This is really happening.
She just clearly stated that you're going to be putting that on social media.
I'm not putting it on social media. I'm just doing it for my protection.
Right. This is for my protection, not yours, honey.
look it up.
Okay, and let me just say for the record, since we don't have any backstory to this, we don't have anything to really go by. Everything is not racism, okay? Everything is not racism. So let's go ahead and put that out there, because...
And really, there was like one white girl and there was one black girl, so I don't understand what racism you're talking about.
So the thing is everything is not racism, and people constantly using that is actually making that word mean nothing anymore, okay? We all know what the true meaning of racism is. I shouldn't have to put the Webster's Dictionary meaning of it, so let's move on.
So now she's my daughter moved and she lives in
Okay, so she moved away.
Are you good?
My property.
Well, you know, there's been a lot of comings and goings of UPS trucks in this neighborhood.
What about
A
that?
lot of packages coming to this house particular. Well, something's going on in there.
Oh my gosh. She's taking his package because he receives too many packages at his house? Mm-hmm. Woman, get a damn life.
Going on
So
in there.
it's Amazon.
I'm taking the package.
It's my Amazon wish
sir,
list.
I'm taking the package.
No, you're not taking
No,
my
I
package.
am.
That's
No,
nice
I
stuff.
am.
Take that package away from him.
Hey!
Was she... You killed
I
her.
did not kill you. You're fine.
Oh my God!
You
What's she
sprayed me
doing?
with-
Spraying water on? Oh, probably.
Oh, never mind.
Ma'am, I had the door open, standing there at the car. I was not in the car. Ma'am, I'm not known for a liar. I'm sorry. You're pissing me off. Because I didn't smoke in the fucking car. Ma'am, I can look at it and I know there may be ashes in it. I told you the door was open. I was standing right there with my cigarette. Wind blows, are you stupid?
If the wind blows by, that's not my problem.
But I didn't smoke in it. Do you smell cigarette smoke in it? No, ma'am, you do not. No, ma'am, you
Actually,
don't.
you can easily smell smoke.
No.
Pause it. Okay. Coming from a smoker who has rented many rental cars when we like go on vacation and we want to ride maybe in a little more luxurious fashion than our cars, I'm a smoker. And usually when I get a rental car, it says in there plain as day, no smoking. As a smoker, yes, I smoke in the rental car. I'll admit it.
Typically, before we take it back, we usually clean it and we
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is I don't turn it in with the ashes everywhere. I don't turn it in smelling a certain way or anything like that. And usually when we do it, we keep it for several days. So when I turn it in, I've never, knock on wood, had anybody say, the car smells like that. Because usually they'll go over it and they'll look at it, make sure there's no damage and things like that. So if she's a smoker, unless she walks a straight line, I can guarantee you she smoked in her car, because typically most smokers do.
Smoke, smoke.
I can walk you out and show you the
We
reason
smoke,
why.
smoke.
Okay, and the response. So looking even on the outside pillar of the window, and that's the main.
Because there'll be ashes on the rubber thing outside the window.
Yes, but if there's anything, I did not smoke in that car. You can't tell me otherwise.
I'm telling you what
That's
the
just the way
So she must have been getting a little extra. She's getting, not gonna get all her money back.
I smoke outside the car.
Yeah, honey, I know you smoked in the car.
She just said,
I think the thing is, I don't chain smoke in a car though, but you know, on a long trip, I will probably have, you know, a couple cigarettes. But yeah, you're thumping your cigarettes out, and it gets on the little black thing where the windshield rolls down. It does. Dear God, why is she still here? She following everybody around. Is that the same pair of pants she had on a minute ago?
No, it's not. She had black, like a black pants on.
Really? Okay, we'll wait for the police to clear it up.
Yeah, go call them. Karen,
Calling them?
please,
Call
Karen, call them. Karen, get your phone now and call the police.
I'm just waiting for him to come by.
And which country should I go back to, Karen?
I think she's trying to get everybody. That's
I
younger.
guess she don't want nobody on the road. Look at that smug look on her face. So it seems like that this Karen right here, now this is the same Karen that was in one of our other videos, and I might just keep it in just for reference, is that she's hassling someone else.
2 other guys that's skateboarding.
That's skateboarding somewhere else. Okay. She obviously has nothing else to do. She has this smug look on her face. And does she really want to waste police officers' time calling them out because somebody is skateboarding
and minding their own business?
Minding their business out in public on public property. I'm a little confused. I mean, she's
not entitled to any of that property because she doesn't own it.
No, I mean,
they're minding their business.
Yeah, they're minding their business. They're not getting in any trouble. So I'm not really quite sure what this lady tries to prove, but at least we know what she looks like. So if we ever manage to travel where she is, we're definitely going to avoid this Karen.
Or we can just use the pepper spray.
Edit it out. Go ahead, edit.
Edit what out?
Come on, puppy.
What about no?
Come on.
Girl, get hit by a car.
I'm just passing by, and you're actually trying to instigate a dog to go into the middle of a
Oh, yeah.
What kind of problem do you have, lady? Like, seriously, put it out there. Put it out there that you can walk around without your dog on a leash. You know what?
It don't matter. So this person has a dog that's not on a leash.
So
what business is it of yours? The thing is, it's not in the road. It's not bit anybody. It's walking with this, its owner.
His human.
Yeah, and somebody else is saying, what is your problem? So she just hassles everybody. These
people, I'm wondering what town this is, because if this is like a small town like we live in, everybody knows who everybody is, specifically, like stereotypes. I wonder if they know she's the one that hassles everyone.
She must be the known hassler, the known Karen, who's patrolling the streets to keep it safe from skateboarders and people walking their dogs.
I guess.
And then also try.
She looks so smug. I don't like it. What's the cops gonna do?
And she obviously has told them to go back where they came from. Awesome. So she's racist too. Walk to the station then, Karen.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Which country is that? Bola, come here. Bola,
She is.
Bola.
She's a bitch.
She's trying to get the dog hit by a car.
Great. You're lovely. Come on, puppy. Come.
Tell.
Hold it.
Karen, over here. Over here, Karen. Yeah. Over here. You just did. Have them come over. Have them come over here. Have them come over here, Karen. I'm right here. Have them come over here. Have them come over here. You're harassing them now.
You are going to make the police get out of the car. Put it on all over your web, baby. Put it all over.
She has no mental issue.
Karen, white entitlement was 2020.
Yeah.
All right.
And see, the thing is, she's like, you're going to make him get out of the car because he's not getting out of the car because she is wasting his time. And obviously, we see the problem. New York resident.
I was going to say probably New York.
I don't doubt it. Yes,
New York are crazy.
Definitely take some pepper spray. She wouldn't be able to mess with you once you sprayed it in her eyes, okay? That wouldn't hurt her. She could go wash her eyes out. Pepper spray. People of New York, when you see this woman coming, make sure you get it behind her glasses. Pepper spray the person who hassles people walking their dogs and skateboarding on public property, okay? Public property. Pepper spray.
Go, baby. Go. You won't talk to the police.
Why do I need to talk to them?
Tell them, ask us to talk to them.
Ask them to talk to us.
Too afraid to go.
Ask them to talk to us.
Why do we need to? You have the issue. Not us.
File a complaint.
He ain't even paying her no attention.
Dude's like, woman, this is not even worth it. He can probably see what's going on here.
Totally wasting people's time. Oh, God.
Kid. Car vandalized and racially profiled by a bunch of
Oh my
racist
God.
Kevins and Karens.
What?
Sad.
Right here, buddy. Right here. Tell them what you were doing. Burning out, racing through my neighborhood.
What?
Burning out, racing through my
What the heck?
told you not to.
What are you talking about?
Not in your face. Get out of my
Yeah,
neighborhood.
you are in his face.
Who got the gun? The guy who's got a permit to carry. You got a gun? You're the one that was
What in the world? It's like a whole street of Karens and Kevins. What the F?
And they're racist, apparently.
Yes. Did you really?
They're all coming out recording and yelling at this man.
And it looks like they've actually damaged his car.
Yes, he said that they vandalized it.
Oh my God. How do y'all know he doesn't live in this neighborhood? How do you know he doesn't have an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, a friend?
He's been invited. I mean, just go.
All right.
I hope a lot happens to all these people because he's getting all their faces.
But y'all want to smash the window? Smash the
Well,
window?
White man charged with smashing black teen's car with a rock and traffic on the incident happened in Sanford, Florida, the city where Trayvon Martin was killed. That ain't got nothing to do with this.
Trayvon Martin has nothing to do with this.
That doesn't have anything
These
to do with this.
people were being racist to this man for no reason.
Okay, was he driving by and they did this to him? This is atrocious. Okay, he obviously, number one, this is obviously a public road, and obviously these people must be very entitled because these houses are very immaculate. But who's to say he didn't have no right to be driving down the road?
And what about the woman? I mean, because they all were coming out. There was 2 women and there was 3 men that were out there that was targeting this boy, and they were recording him and they were getting up in his face. So what about them? Was it just the 3 men, or was it all of them?
I'm glad to see that these men were charged. I'm so glad.
They should have been, because they vandalized his car.
Yeah. Hopefully they
kicked the sides. They blew out the window with a rock.
Hopefully they got fined so much money that he could buy a new car. Okay, dude. I hope you got to buy a new car on their dime. I really do. This is atrocious.
I really hope, especially since multiple people had did it. I mean,
yeah, and he's got them all on camera. Oh my God, I'm blown away.
I'm horrified by that. Wasn't even doing anything.
Okay, hours after the incident, Howard Hughes, 61, obviously one of the asses.
The first one.
Okay. Donald Corsi, 52, were arrested in felony charges of criminal mischief with property damage, according to reports obtained by the Post. Hughes also faces a misdemeanor charge of battery, and Corsi has been charged with a felony weapons offense because they did mention who has the gun. Of course, he said he has a carry for it, but the thing is, if you conceal and carry, that doesn't mean you can brandish shit at people, okay? You can't just... I mean, come on, okay? You're going to ruin it for everybody else who has conceal and carry if you're going to act like an ass.
He just pleaded not guilty.
Okay.
You see that?
No, I ain't got there yet. Charged with felony weapons offense by throwing a deadly missile into a vehicle. Okay, I'm off on it, but they did mention a gun. Deadly missile. I don't know what that means, but anyway.
Quote unquote missile, they missiled the rock into the window.
Neither Hughes nor Corsi responded to requests for comment Thursday. A lawyer for Hughes did not immediately respond to a request for comment earlier Friday. Court record shows Hughes has pled not guilty. He pled not guilty.
Yeah, they got on camera.
Yeah, y'all are all out in the road like a freaking posse, a mob that is accosting this black teen for driving through your neighborhood. Okay,
but what about the rest of them? They were all harassing him as well and recording.
They really were. And if the tables had been turned and I had been in a neighborhood and I was being attacked that way, I wouldn't have gotten out of my car, but I can understand why he did it. He wanted to get these faces on camera, and I absolutely give him kudos for that, and I'm so glad.
I hope he's able to get another car.
I am so glad that these people were charged with felony crimes. They totally deserve that.
Because that was... What? Homophobe Karen gets kicked out of Pride.
Homophobe Karen.
So she went out there at a Pride parade and was voicing her hatred.
Okay, this is my thing. Okay, if you're against Pride parades, shows of like Pride people wearing their different attire or whatever, especially Pride parade. Let's just throw it out there for the Pride parade. Don't go.
Just don't go.
Just don't go.
You don't need to throw your hatred.
You don't need to go there. You don't need a bullhorn. You don't need signs. Don't go.
You don't need to be rude.
No, nobody said, hey, let's go to the Pride parade and we'll be, characterized as a homophobe. You don't agree with it?
They literally live here in America to have the freedom to
choose their lifestyle,
live the way they want to live, and you don't need to throw your hatred out at people because their life that they're living has nothing to do with you.
No, it don't. And I do know there are some inappropriate things that go on at the Pride parades, nudity and stuff. I'm not for that, but the thing is, I don't go to Pride parades. Okay, so I don't go and hassle people that are doing their own thing in a country that's free. Okay, don't go. It's so easy. Just don't go. Okay.
Like I said, we know that these Karens have nothing better to do except toss their weight around and be hateful to people. And the thing is they want to make a reason to be hateful.
They do, and I think they want to be on camera. But the thing is that's really going to get them a bad rap. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't get in everybody's business. Okay. Just don't. It's easy. It's an easy choice. Do I go to the Pride Parade? Do I not go to the Pride Parade? Don't go. You don't like it. You don't agree with it. I totally understand. Living in America, you can have your opinion. Just don't go. Just don't go. Yep, there's the popo.
I mean, you're harassing people. I mean, okay, you ain't gotta hit nobody. Just get her out and go.
Oh, look, this guy right back here. He's trying to film it all. He's filming it. Okay, girl. The police are escorting you away. You shouldn't have went. Come on.
No need to be that way. There's really no need.
Just go. Just go.
You ain't gotta go. We weren't forcing anybody to go.
I'm gonna sue the West Hollywood Sheriff's Department, all of you. If you don't right now, arrest whoever
Woman,
okay, honey. If you're gonna harass people, you get something thrown at you. You really sort of kind of asked for it.
You asked for it. You were being rude to these people who were minding their own business. You walked in there to harass them. They have a right to hit you upside the head with something.
Exactly. Believe me, I'd love to hit some people upside the head too.
And the thing is the police were trying to escort you out, and you were being defiant.
Yeah, and it's the
you were
thing.
continuing to scream at people.
And it's and the thing is if you hadn't went there, this wouldn't be a problem. You don't have to sue anybody. You don't have to record anything. Just don't go.
Exactly. But you ain't got nothing better to do.
Here we have Waldes. Get this on camera. We have Waldes. We have Janice. All of you. Good for you. We have
Yeah, she's insane. I wonder if these Karens have mental problems.
Okay, you shouldn't have went there, honey. You shouldn't have went there. You know, there's things I don't agree with in this country. Guess what? I don't go. Okay?
I mean, I respect everybody. I mean, I just don't go to certain things because, for one, I'm around a bunch of people, and number two, maybe a couple of things I don't agree with. Thing is you ain't got to go there be hateful.
You don't have to be hateful. You don't have to get in anybody's business. Side note, don't come forcing shit on us, okay? Live and let live. I'm cool with that. If you don't like guns, don't buy one. If you want to go to the gay pride parade, go. If you don't like it, don't go. You don't have to go there and say, hey, I don't like what you're doing.
I mean, we don't care.
Just
nobody
mind
cares
your
about
business. Everybody's over there doing their thing. Go back. That wouldn't happen.
I mean,
you shouldn't have been there.
The thing is if you don't like something, you know what? People have their own opinions and have their own feelings about things. They don't really care.
And maybe she thought she was going to be a martyr. I don't know. You know what?
We
just
don't
go. The thing is you were one in a crowd of people, and this could have ended much worse than it did. Just don't go.
I'm just glad everybody at Pride was very civil about it.
Okay, who's got the bullhorn, lady? God, go home.
Karen asked him to leave country part 1. Racist Karen throws boxes at Hispanic workers and tells... Oh, my God. Don't even get me started on racism. We've already seen it. What?
You told them that you wanted $200 extra.
You can do it. Think whatever you want.
Are you lying now?
I'm not lying. You didn't hire me. You didn't hire me.
Okay, are they moving things for her, or she... This is a Karen. Okay, we got to figure our way around this one.
I think they might be moving stuff for her because they both are wearing the same type of moving company
I know,
shirt.
but that's the thing is, are they doing it for her, or is this maybe a neighbor?
It could be either one.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this is part 1.
Okay, so let's see if these poor people are working for this woman.
$200 extra. Get out of my country.
Oh, that's great. I'm down with you.
I guess they were working for her.
Hey.
Yeah, they were moving for her.
Hey. That was perfect. Can I have your video?
So they are working for her.
No, don't worry. You don't need to say anything else.
Okay, number one. Okay, I don't know if they're bringing her boxes to pack or if these were her boxes. Doesn't look like there's anything in there. But if these people are working for you, that does not give you the right to harass these people and tell them to go back to their country. I would drive off with whatever shit is left in the truck because you wouldn't get no more work out of me. These are two guys that are doing a job, okay? If it's going to cost you more, so be it, okay? They have a service, you need it. If you don't like it, hire somebody else. Move on.
And you ain't got to be racist.
Don't be racist, okay?
Rude.
There are people that come to this country that do the shit jobs that other people are not willing to do, okay? Don't give them lip, please.
You don't need to do anything else.
Now, I would drive off with everything else.
I would. You wouldn't get nothing else, sister. There you go.
You do careful. Watch out. Camera's right there. I'm gonna pick that up. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm throwing it on there.
I wouldn't pick it up. I'd kick all of it off the truck and drive off. It looks like it's just a bunch of boxes, I guess.
I didn't touch you.
You didn't get to hit me with anything.
I didn't hit you with anything. You threw that box at me.
Don't worry.
You either wanted to try to throw a box at him.
Good.
I hope they report her.
She'll probably try to get this service for free.
And look what you did to my leg.
I didn't do anything.
I hope they report
Don't
her.
worry. I have it out of
Rushed
meeting.
it. That's all right. Look what you did to my leg.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. She would definitely be put on. I don't know if these. I'm looking. All the boxes say Home Depot, so I don't know if these are affiliated with Home Depot or what it is, or maybe those are just the boxes that they have. I'm not exactly sure. But whatever list of customers that they've served in the past, if she ever called this company again, she would be put on the "we do not service her" list. She does not get our service. She has to call somewhere else. Ugly people, ugly, and I mean attitude wise. They're taping you too, sister. Look,
Disgraceful.
I got you on video. Yeah, he's unloading all your boxes.
People like her are disgraceful to this country.
She's a disgusting person.
Disgraceful.
I hired a service.
Wait.
So you don't get to treat them like crap just because you hired them a service.
I hired a service.
Good.
Yeah, and you got it, and you treated him like
Don't
shit.
worry about it. I'm gonna wait for them right now.
That's fine.
Who are we waiting for?
Hey, it's
Hey, hire
cops.
me. Just keep that in mind. I am going to make you famous. Yeah, I'm gonna call them right now. Sí, yo le hablo ahorita. I'm gonna call them right now.
Do.
Sí, gracias.
Okay, so let me just say, let me go back here just for the sake of argument, or the sake of it. Let me get back to Doodle here, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna call them right now.
So obviously she's using her little bit of Spanish and he's using his little bit of Spanish, but let me say, in the time that I've been with her dad is Hispanic and he is from Texas and we live in the Bible Belt, South Carolina. And I've never learned any Spanish except the curse words. And the reason I learned the curse words is because my husband just always used curse words just like it's another language. So I will speak for this gentleman here when I say, you know, she is a puta, okay? From my understanding, a puta is bitch. What the F?
Karen?
Attacks neighbors with yard sign and threatens them.
I hope you got arrested.
Says no trespassing. Oh, she's trespassing.
What in the world?
Don't
kill you.
Calm down.
Let her.
Calm down.
Let her. Let her.
Calm down.
Let her. Let her.
What are you doing?
No, let her. Let her. Let her. No, let her. Call the police. Call.
Yeah, call police. Let her do what she needs to do and call police.
Okay, let the police come out here.
Yeah, you're a dirty cop back there.
Do
Told
it.
you not to call.
Do it. Do it.
You go back in your house.
Do it.
You're the one that trespassed. I still call the cops.
What makes people so nasty and angry?
I don't know. How in the world are you married?
Maybe that was a son. Okay, yeah. Indie woman caught on video attacking neighbors to sell home. HOA lists numerous complaints. So they live in an HOA, obviously, which is a neighborhood where you got to pay to live in the neighborhood. Okay, there's certain things you pay. It takes care of roads. It takes care of trash.
And apparently the entire neighborhood complained.
Right. And usually when you live in a place that's a HOA, you have to keep your property just so, like no cars sitting on, cement blocks, no garbage. Then they like for the neighborhood to stay well maintained, things like that. So it looks like, I'm assuming maybe she's thinking that's her part of the yard. I'm not sure, but if they're wanting to sell their house, obviously we know why they're wanting to sell the house. But anyway, that woman's just got a nasty attitude. And if she's that nasty in an HOA, if she's following the rules of the HOA, I don't really think they can do anything to her unless she actually attacks somebody.
Well,
but
she basically did. She threw signs at him. She's
calling camera
first child and not her other kid's part too.
Oh Lord!
Man brings his child McDonald's in argument and says, "Well, he doesn't have to take care of the kids. It's not his."
3 other kids.
Okay, I don't remember if I know I've seen a video like this before. I don't believe we touched on it. I don't think
it was on TikTok that we had saw in our own spare time.
Right. Okay, so that's probably what it was. But basically, the premise of this, and I don't know if it's the same video, but
it is.
Karen, mother, whomever, has 3 or 4 kids. Okay, this baby daddy is only daddy of one of those children, and then there's 2 or 3 more.
2 other ones.
He brings his child, his flesh and blood, but after she calls him and says, "You need to get my kids some food," okay, he brings his child food, but she gets mad and she throws it in the road because he didn't bring food for the rest of the kids.
No.
But those other children are not his.
They're not his. He doesn't have to take care of them.
They're not his responsibility.
No. I'm sure she has other baby daddies that need her supply for them. He doesn't have to supply for the others. That's not his kin.
No, and maybe he's the one father who actually provides for his, and maybe the other dads are those kinds that don't do that. I'm not really sure of the situation.
At least he takes care of his kid. I mean, but you ain't got to be disrespectful. And he took his time and energy and money to go get food for his child, and he's only going to throw it.
And he's only responsible for the one. So basically, her attitude was his child can't have what he brought that child unless everybody else can. And that's not a way to be. You know what? If you had children with multiple dads, that's on you. And each baby daddy is only responsible for that one child. Okay? So you're just punishing his child because he's not providing for kids that are not his. So really, I think this woman's in the wrong.
She's in the wrong. He has every right to buy food for his child and not the others.
That's his only responsibility.
That is his blood.
But
and the thing is the other 2 or 3 are not his.
He has one child, and that is his responsibility only. And I can guarantee you, if there's any kind of papers on it, any kind of court, any kind of child support, anything like that, it's going to say the same thing. I'm not sure if this is the same video, but I'm feeling like it is. So let's go ahead and see this.
We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring 1 thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kid?
What's up?
It's not his responsibility.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just 1 burger.
You're not privileged to get all the food from him.
Okay, what about my other kid? You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7.
Oh, she don't get her food stamps to the 7.
Okay, but he is not responsible for feeding your entire family. That's your job. He can feed his own child.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So you need to be calling up however many other babies. She got 3 kids, so it's 2 more. You need to call up those baby daddies and get them to bring their children. And if they don't, it's not this guy's responsibility. And if that is the way you act, this guy really needs to take you to court and take that child from you, because I think you're a very terrible person.
Yeah, because she's going to punish his child because he doesn't want to buy for the entire family.
And he doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to.
That's not his responsibility. Yes, we said it. He don't have to. He made a child with you, not 3 children with you. So, if you want to punish one, then that makes you a bad mother. I'm sorry, you're a bad mother.
And he should get the child.
And he should really.
It seems like he shows love enough for his child to go get food.
I mean, you called him and said, "Hey, bring my kids some food." He came and did it. Okay, yeah, we don't know the backstory. She's saying herself, "I'm exposing you. You bring one child something to eat." Well, that was his child. You ain't exposing nothing but the fact that he's a good father. He did what you asked, and he brought his child some food. You're responsible for the other two, or their baby daddies are, not him. I give kudos to this guy, and you are a terrible mother and a terrible example.
I give him kudos for even putting up with it. I mean, good God Almighty. I mean, he's not responsible for feeding your entire family. You know how hard that is on him to have to pay for a family that ain't even his?
He is responsible for his one.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously the other two is not even in the other two's life.
He's not even responsible for her. He only gets child support.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure, yeah. So the thing is, and we just said it, he's only responsible for the one. She's exposing him for doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Providing for the one. The one. Get over yourself, woman.
Big Lady's even being a good father. I mean, we don't get that much.
If you're trying to help out, though, you're not helping out. I'm trying to help my son. But how are you
exactly, it's his son.
You're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings. That's not. Them are his siblings.
You had them.
You had
them.
Not him.
All his other siblings, and they're not eating no McDonald's.
You're not entitled.
Why do I gotta put? No. He's not gonna eat that at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
So you're gonna starve his son?
Yes.
No.
How is that dumb? You sound dumb.
That is dumb.
You exposing yourself for the moron that you are.
And being a horrible mother.
And he is absolutely right. And you trying to throw him under the bus because he don't want to provide for other kids that are not his responsibility financially or any other way. I'm sorry, she's trash, and if we happen to run into and she sees this, yes, you are trash. You are trash, and you are a terrible mother, and this guy was doing what he was asked to do, okay? If you got stuck with two other kids and their daddies don't want to have nothing to do with it, that's on you, okay? That's not on this gentleman right here.
You had them other kids. They were your responsibility.
Mm-hmm. It's not his responsibility at all.
That's right.
He's providing for his child like he should.
You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me. Yes, you did.
Exactly.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me.
So?
He's not married to you.
I still have other kids. Because I'm exposed. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy.
He is a good father to his son.
You only come here with one piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
Yeah.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids.
No.
Don't feed nobody at all, then he can't take that.
I can guarantee you, if the other two daddies or other daddy of the other two kids is in the picture, they not bringing his child no food.
No.
Guaranteed. You just ragging on the one who's providing for his child, okay? You got stuck with two other kids. They ain't gonna do nothing. He's the one that actually comes up and does something, and you riding his poor ass.
I'm sure probably the other two or the other one would probably provide for their kids. They're not going to provide.
They're not going to provide for kids that are not theirs. Exactly. But for situations like this, I really think this guy really needs to, if they haven't gone to court, I really think he needs to go to court. And she can take her video that's saying that, showing that everybody thinks she's such a good daddy. He is a good daddy. Okay? He's trying to provide for his, and you don't want him to provide for his because he ain't willing to provide for the other two. I think that really just shows that you're a terrible mother.
What I mean by my argument is, if there was something to be wrong with a couple or something, the father is supposed to pay child support for their bloodline. So if that was the case, then he would only be paying for his child. So why in the world should he be overworking for children that's not even his, that he wouldn't even pay
He would
for?
not be found that he has to pay for the other ones in a court of law.
He wouldn't.
Okay.
So why in the world is she wanting him to pay for a kid?
Yeah.
Maybe if you had one or two, I can maybe. You got it's three extra kids.
Oh God, she got four.
Spend money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
That's not his responsibility.
It don't matter.
So that's what you gonna go with. That's the one you gonna
Those are your fucking kids' siblings.
Kevin is angry because of our seriously?
You're on your neighbor's lawn.
Well, she never said anything to me. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah,
I was talking
you
to
have
you.
a right to be
I was
on your
talking to
neighbor's
you.
lawn.
I was talking to you and got distracted.
Yeah, what's it say? 30 pounds?
Mm-hmm.
30 pounds,
Yeah.
80 miles an hour.
Yeah, and like I said, she never said anything to
I got a
me.
little background in physics, and I can do
She never said a thing to me about
Easily
it.
kill a small child.
Well, it's not.
No,
it's not
would
going to kill
not.
anybody.
Dude.
You run around here, there's tons of...
Okay, if there's no kids in the road, it's not going to kill a kid. I'm really people get in other people's business
for no reason.
Yeah, I don't get it. Okay, it's a public road. It's obviously in a neighborhood, and there's obviously no children in the road. You hate it so much. You know what? Go back in your house, pull your blinds, turn your TV on, turn it up loud, and don't worry about what's going on outside. Okay, nothing's going to happen to your lawn. No children are going to be harmed in the playing of the toy.
Empty parking lots around here. Why don't you go to them?
Okay.
A lot of closed down stores. We don't need this animal.
Actually, you're being an animal. Actually,
yeah,
you've been threatening and
what
being
a
mean.
lot of us think.
All you had to do was ask me nicely.
Yeah,
that's it. Ask me nicely.
Yeah, when you were over here.
Look at that tiny road. Why does he have to go to a parking lot?
Nobody knows that I never intimidated anybody.
Yes, you did. You came right up on my lawn when my dog was over here.
And no, you didn't. I'm sure you did.
Clever.
I wasn't trying to be
we
clever.
Don't notice you?
No, I don't. I didn't.
Yeah, we
I didn't
notice
do
what
any
you're
of that.
doing.
See, look, you got people videotaping you. Nuts,
Yeah.
Dude. Nuts.
Yeah, I'm the first one that told you we don't like this.
Okay,
Dude,
cool.
really? Come on.
And
Come
this
on.
Karen here is in the gray area between stupidity and thievery.
What in the?
Hey! No, you gotta pay for that. I got you on video doing it too.
Sister, the heck?
You just ate that cookie. She just reached over your counter and ate it. No, you gotta pay for that.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pay for that.
If they were free, they wouldn't be behind the glass.
When you're chewing on it.
You need a full cookie here from the paper from I want, because this is hard as hell. Babe, I got money, babe. I don't mind paying.
Yeah, well then pay.
So don't check me, boo. Come on.
Well, you were gonna pay for it if he didn't say anything.
We don't sell them in ones.
No.
Yeah.
I just said, so you need to get my money back. I said, we don't want cookie. I meant the whole
They don't sell them in ones.
That's what I said. I meant the whole cookie. Well, y'all need to do something else, or somebody need to do something.
That they don't sell it like that.
Excuse me, when you get finished, somebody, if you charge me for a whole set of small
Close to the other car.
Just can't stand a Mexican flag being waved in the city. Seriously? What is it with these freaking racist people?
Can't you start a problem? On a bike, came to start a problem. Man on the bike. Well, I'm confused. Okay, they're telling you to go.
He told me, he told me, you got it on film? He lied. The guy right there said he's gonna kill me.
No one is.
He said they're gonna find me.
No one.
Okay, but you stopped
one's
to
gonna
say
do it.
something.
You want my name and address?
No, love. No.
He said that guy right there.
No.
Dude.
Dude, go away.
I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna kill you.
No.
Okay, you just threatened them.
Get on your
I'm
bike.
gonna do it. No.
You told me to my face.
Dude, go on.
Just go.
Racist ass. Like, you physically stopped to say
There
something.
is a rare, one-sided freak out from a Kevin.
You think you can take this property and do what you want with it? I'll take your property and do what I want with it.
You won't. That's not.
You can't touch a minor.
Yeah.
Are the
I
rules?
fucking press charges, dude.
Oh, you're such a bunch of... What a generation of the steroids. Give me your
A generation of bitches, but you put your hand on a minor.
Whatever I want with it, because I can just do what I want with other people's property.
No, you can't.
It is the same thing. It is. This is right. You're fucking the dumbest generation of morons I've ever skateboarded. Ride your skateboard.
I guess that is you as well, because you're an ignorant person.
What are you gonna do, huh?
Okay, so obviously the adult is harassing a teenager. Okay, and I know teenagers can have mouthy, runny mouths, being pains in the butt.
But he traveled all the way to their property.
Yeah, I mean, and it might even be, I'm not sure if it's private property, if it's public property.
It looked like a house.
Because we can't really see a whole lot, but why are you on their property?
So let me see. It looks like a neighborhood. Yeah, it looks like a neighborhood.
But I want to do whatever I want with it,
There's
because
a house
I
back
can
there.
just do what I want with other people's property.
So why did you go out to their house?
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
This is right. You're fucking the dumbest generation of morons I've ever.
What did they do?
Ride your skateboard.
Yeah, this is another video where we need some context.
What are you gonna do?
Now look, basically, if you want to get real specific, he just assaulted that boy by sort of kind of
nudging
his face with his face.
And is threatening him.
And he's threatening, okay? He needs to go to jail. I mean, come on. This kid's not going to fight you, dude. Come on.
Are you touching me?
You just all but headbutted him.
Yeah, you did.
Go! Go! What are you gonna do? You go! Don't touch me. Go! You go now. No. Yes.
My mom.
Karen's Diner in Melbourne. There actually is a Karen's themed diner. Oh, see, I love these things. Remember when we went to the beach and it was at Dick's? Yeah, it was Dick's. There's a place in Myrtle Beach. I believe the name of it was Dick's, where you can go and eat awesome food, awesome atmosphere, and the waiters and waitresses can't insult you. Now, they don't do it mean, but like when we went, I asked for some ranch dressing. I kid you not, they brought me a glass this big filled with ranch dressing. It's just sort of kind of sarcasm.
That's their theme.
It's a theme. It's hilarious, and everybody goes along with it. It's really, really fun. This might be fun. Let's just see. Not sure. Melbourne, so that's Australia.
I would love that.
Okay, so she's playing a video game instead of letting them in, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be the job for me.
I'd love to do that job. Where is that located? The actual
Melbourne,
place?
Australia. Let's see. The Karen's Diner.
When did they come up with this? I really need to know.
Are y'all waiting for me? Are you waiting for me? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's called Karen's.
Oh my god.
I love that job.
Name of the booking.
It's called Karen's. I love it.
I gotta visit that one day.
And why don't you deserve
Can they expand?
Why did you write that you don't deserve it? I just want a universe. You're so stupid. So that's
Oh, gosh. So they're actually doing and saying what everybody wants to.
sit down and shut the
We need one in America.
We need several in America. We love it over here.
Yes.
Can you like not film me without my permission, please?
Expand this all across the world.
Yes, we need it. We need it. Bring it. I want it.
I would love that job. I would love to work that job.
I'm not sure about the attire, but
This
yes.
is what you get when you have a Kevin for a neighbor.
What in the...
Stop trespassing on my property. Stop trespassing on my property. Now you're threatening me.
That's your head right there. See it going in the ground?
Now you're threatening me.
Going in the ground?
Now you're threatening me. That will be showed to the prosecutor.
People are always threatening with attorneys and.
This is not your post.
That's my post.
Years ago, dude.
That's my post.
It's not your post.
Dude,
That's my post.
okay, I'm a little confused
That
because,
post will be
yeah,
ripped out.
I got a permit.
what we have right here is we have a privacy fence, and this guy is on this side,
Which is on this man's property.
which is obviously on this man's property. I mean, I think that's probably some common sense thing here. Let's see how this goes. I mean, because if genuinely we're going to take this video to an attorney or the police or something, from what I can tell, this is definitely in the wrong.
That post will be ripped out.
Okay, show your ass.
That post will be ripped out. Keep threatening me. No, that's not the line.
Well, you'll see what happens.
That's not the
You'll
line.
be in court. You'll be in court real soon. I'm gonna take
Well, they
you
have
out to that.
video evidence of these, or...
Go right down and see my booth.
Oh, so you're using your
I don't
influence.
know what you're talking about, dude. Don't
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
You're using your personal influence. Stay on your side, please. Stay on your side.
See what you drink out. I'll find out.
Yep, keep threatening.
I'm gonna offer you. Don't worry
Keep
about it.
threatening.
Don't worry about it.
Keep threatening.
See you later, girlfriend.
Keep threatening. Keep threatening.
Dude, just hush. What? So that was another episode 2 of Karen's. Nothing but Karen's. Karen's everywhere, high and low, and in the middle and in between. anyway, we don't do well when we watch Karen's because she and I start to get so aggravated and irritated and discombobulated. Then we get snappy with each other. It's like a virus. I mean, seriously, you watch this crap and then you get snappy, and Karen-ish.
Well, it's not that. It's just you get irritated knowing these people exist and they don't care that they think they're entitled to things and they get in people's business for no reason.
I swear, I don't know how many more episodes of Karen's that we can do because, like I say, we do sort of kind of get irritated because we just go on and on and on, and then we get irritated with each other. It's not really meant to be. It's contagious. It's honestly contagious. But anyway, if you're new to our channel, we appreciate your time. Have a look around, see if there's anything you'd like. All comments are welcome. That's even if they're, negative, positive, whatever. We can always take that as constructive criticism. Consider subscribing to our channel. We would really appreciate it. With most people on YouTube, a lot of times you do want to be able to get monetized, where you can actually earn money for doing this, and we have mounting medical debt, so that's what we're trying to get monetized for. Really give us a try. Subscribe if you're already a subscriber. Thank you. We appreciate your time. As I say, leave us a comment, drop us a thumbs up, and share our videos with your friends and family. Obviously, the more the merrier. And we do like to try to make people happy. We do like to try to keep things light. So, as always, until our next video, peace.